Well, cutting straight across to Guwahati, where Mind Rocks session is live at the moment. The Youth Summit 2017 of India Today.
Given the kind of cheers that the entry of Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma have elicited, I think I would really be wasting your time and his if I was going to come across and introduce him. So let me straight away ask him to please come on stage. Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, please put your hands together. I think they heard that. Okay, so you can choose. You can choose, but because this is a young audience over here, you want to hear from them. Okay. Tell me, Mr. Sarma, you're used to this kind of reception. From whatever I have heard and seen of you, you don't think twice before sitting on corners of roads, having chai with people, meeting them. So, what do you make of this new brand of politics? We were just talking about it a second ago, where the image of the politician has changed from aloof, from the neta who's talking down at you, to someone who's talking to you.
Actually, our country has changed over the years. So now a politician cannot exist with his old kind of notion. So now a politician has to live in the heart of young generation. Otherwise you are not there. So as long as they endorse you, as long as they feel that we are doing something for them, we are here. But the moment they think that no, we are not doing anything for them, we are here for sake of being there, I think you are out of the game.
Do you think there's still a generation of politicians who haven't woken up to that fact? They still think कि वो राजा प्रजा का जो relationship एक वक्त हुआ करता था, अभी भी वही होगा. हम family हैं, हम dynasty हैं, आपको हम rule करेंगे. Now, no party is ruling anyone. You are just in government.
Actually, if you look at entire political scenery, 2014 was a watershed moment. Prior to 2014, idea was that a dynasty can rule, or somebody actually who doesn't want to serve, but being close to the power can survive in the game. But 2014, people of India has actually changed themselves. It was a watershed moment. And people of India have said that you have to do politics, then you have to care about the aspiration of the youth, you have to care about the country, you have to care about the nation. But yes, there are politicians who still believe that in the traditional way they can do that. And I believe that nobody is thinking of a revolution, but things evolve. And by 2019, I think that generation of politicians will be finished, who believe in dynasty, who believe in blue bloods, those will be over. And as the country will be there in 2022 to celebrate its 75th years of independence, I believe that politics will be more clean and politicians will emerge from the most educated section of our society. Young participation of youngs will be more and more. Social network has liberated politics much more. I think we are on a now course towards a change, but that climax will be by 2022. That is my belief, because that message has to go nook and corner. But the process has started in 2014, and Indian politics will be more people oriented, more responsive, and more basically transparent by 2022.
You think that is happening? All of you sitting here? Okay.
I think big role is being played by social network. Today you can't, there were no voices. Earlier you don't used to hear young generation voices. You go to village, you talk only the village headman. You go to a village, you only talk to the headmaster of that locality. But now because of Twitter, Facebook, you hear more and more voices of youth. And this is really changing the political discourse of our country.
You remain in touch through social media, other means with the youth. What is the one most recurrent demand you hear coming from them?
There is two contexts. One is national context and one is our state context. If you talk about our state context, actually, we are, as a politician, we are not yet able to give the kind of opportunity, the kind of environment our young generation deserve. Now today, many of our youth going to out of Assam for education. Still, I am an education minister, but today I can't claim that people are not going outside the state. So, as a health minister, I can't claim that people are not going outside my state for treatment. So, in the context of Assam, I think main demand of our youth that we need better educational institute, we need better healthcare institute, we need employment generation or employment among the youth. And often I hear the voices of young generation who are outside our state. They say that, Dada, we want to come back and we want to contribute for the state. Give us that ecosystem. I think those are the voices we continue to hear from our young generation. We are responsive to those issues. But these are the voices we are hearing from the youth. Apart from normal issue like, they want that in Guwahati should be sports capital, there should be bigger cultural exchanges, good road, good opportunity, these are there. But the basic thing, I think youth want better opportunity within the state so that they don't have to go for mere security guards or some small job, they don't have to go outside our state.
You spoke of people who are